What's good, YouTube? For those of you that are new to the channel, first off, I'd like to welcome you. Hello, and welcome. We did actually, I'll try to make sure, of course, the one video I had before going in here gets uploaded tonight, as well as this one. Of course, this is a Goodwill haul, and like I've told you guys beforehand, you may not even obviously get a video if I don't obviously find anything in the store. So, but like I've always said too, it could be one item, it could be three, it could be freaking 20. It just depends, and whatever I think, obviously I can make a buck or two off of. So, I was really obviously picky this time because I didn't have a whole bunch to go in with. So it was like I kind of had, obviously, you know, the fund, if you will, to go in with and everything. And one thing, Adventure by the Mile, I know, and I love and I appreciate that you watch these videos as well, and I've been watching yours, just to show that, you know, the gratitude of thanks. One thing I can tell you personally, because I do know that you do the same thing in the general gist of what I do as well. I was watching this video the other day. I'm going to kind of get through this part really quickly, and then I'll show you guys literally, I think, the 3 items that I got. But I was watching a couple other resellers, and they made a very good point. Now, this one guy, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not going to tag him, so I'll just actually verbally tell you guys. It's Phoenix Resale. Now, I'm in Ohio. I want to say he's in Lexington, Kentucky. I could be very much wrong, so don't quote me on that or anything. If anybody wants to go check him out, obviously just, you know, look him up. But he does, as far as I'm aware, he's solely video games. But what he was making a point of, him and a buddy of his was going around to different game stores, Cashland, so on and so forth, which Adventure by the Mile, that's another thing to kind of think of, like pawn shops, Cashland, like places that give you cash advances, so on and so forth, for whatever item it may be. There's a lot of treasures in places like that too. I personally have not been to one just yet, but after watching those videos, and if my funds kind of build up a little bit more, I will probably go into that area to see of what that they may have as well. But what he was getting at, the point of, is like, and I even try to exercise that whenever I go into Goodwill, thrift stores, or even potentially like a yard sale or whatever. If you get in there and it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot that's even really, you know, worth your time, and or like, you know, if you're spending something like $5 on something, and but the only kickback is like you're selling it for 10, you're making $5 off of it. To some people, that's okay, but to most, you're wanting to try to make it a little bit more than that, because I mean, obviously the process of you're going in there, doing the shopping, and then of course posting it, and then it may be little steps within doing of everything, but as anybody and everybody knows, everything adds up, regardless of the way that you look at it. I mean, you guys go in and clock in and do an 8-hour shift, you got shit to do within that 8-hour shift, or that might be the bare minimum nowadays. But you guys know what I'm saying. So it's like, you go in there, you could sit in there for an hour. I can't remember honestly of how long I was in there, and I'm not trying, like I said, I'm not necessarily going left field. I'm just trying to explain of what I have learned, which makes sense from what he was sitting there saying. So I was in there, just say a ballpark of an hour. I'll give it that, because I give myself at least an hour to go in and look. I came out with 3 items. Now, granted, if I had a little bit more, I would have probably grabbed 2 or 3 other items, but the ones that I grabbed, and especially one, actually completes a set, and yeah. So I'm definitely going to go back home and edit an actual eBay post so I can make the full post that, like, I've seen a couple of them actually sold. So we will definitely make an edit of a post on there. But nobody's sitting there saying, it's like, you go in there for like an hour and you come out with 3 items. Technically, I've probably in the long run, I'm actually potentially wasted my time, and whenever these items sell, like in the long run, was that worth my time of spending that extra time in there just to try to dwindle down, because obviously I don't always have to get anything, nor do you or anybody else that is watching this, that that you do it. Obviously you guys know you don't have to obviously go in there every single time and come out with something, but it's like, you do the homework, you do this, what that whole meat on the bone. If there's obviously enough there for you to make that's going to benefit you in the long run, obviously that's what you're to do. It's what you're doing here. It might be a side hustle, it might be your full-time gig, but obviously we all know in the long run it's kind of the point to making making a profit out of it. I mean, you're not going to sit there and go and buy something for $5 and turn around, throw it on your store and sell it for $7. That's a complete waste of your time and money as well. Obviously, yeah, you're making $2, but in the entire time, like I said, just time in general, if you're happen to go to the post office or whatever else, I mean, that's wear and tear, and that's the gas. Obviously, we all know everything comes into hand if you break it all down like that. So, sorry, yes, I've rambled for 6 minutes before showing you guys anything, but I just kind of wanted to get that out of the way, because, like I said, not only with me, of course, A, making videos, B, trying to run the store, and showing you guys what I have before, of course, it goes into the store. Excuse me. But yeah, it's like, I also try to, I know, like, I might be fumbling words here and there. I do apologize, but let's show you the 3 items that we did get in here, and then we'll go from there, because after this, my butt is going to go out and dash to make a little bit more money. So, this isn't sealed, but you guys can very much see that it's brand new. I, myself, don't indulge in wine, but I know that people out there do. So, and like I said, I mean, it's it's one thing if you guys watched any of the videos and such. Of course, I can tell you, I always try to go for anything that's brand new. Obviously, not always is that the case of that being the most valuablest thing. We all know this. But for the most part, if you can get it brand new, then, yeah, why not go ahead and grab it? And especially if it's, if it's going to benefit you in the long run. I mean, like I said, again, as you guys know, as well, and especially if you do things of this nature. I do appreciate you guys watching this, because I know sometimes I'd just be fucking rattling on and not making a damn bit of sense, but for those that do stick around and watch it fully to the end, I do appreciate you. Okay, I would about imagine, I don't know if those look kind of small. I mean, like, as in, yeah, I don't know, it was already squeezing my head, but I just seen them. I don't see a brand on there. I don't know if you guys can. I literally don't see like any type of type fucking words, any type of labeling or anything. I just figured somebody might like them, think that they're kind of cool, and check them out. Yeah. What the hell? I'm sitting there trying to think of what the fuck else I was gonna say. Oh, yes, I don't think I've mentioned it in this one, as I know I do mention it in a lot of my Goodwill haul videos, but this actually completes the set. I was just so happened to walk by and I seen this. I have all the other ones, and for anyone out there that's aware of these guys, they bring in a penny or two, so to speak. But as you can see, it's completely sealed. Great shape there. So yes, as you guys seen, that was the 3 items there that I got. There's a few other items that I was wanting to get, but like I said, I mean, I didn't have the funds in order to be able to do it. And even with this trip here, just those 3 items, yeah, I'll be that much of a broke bitch at times. That was like the end of my money. That's why I said I'm gonna go out here, dash, make a little bit of money back. But for those that are new here, if you have made it to the very end, thank you very much for watching. Two, if any of those items, you know, that you, if you're interested in them, I have finally, this is for you guys if you're new to the channel, and for anybody else that has been watching the channel and been inquiring about the eBay store. I finally figured it out. I've done enough freaking research and all that to make something so stupidly simple more of a headache for myself than what it needed to be. But I have finally gotten it to where, like, you guys can, like, say you're watching the video or whatever, go to my channel, and then there's a link right above where videos start. So if you guys are interested in either one of those three items, or if you happen to watch any other videos, that's a nice ass monitor homeboy just got. But yeah, there's that link right there, and I mean, I've already tested it myself, and it takes you directly to the eBay store. So if there's anything of those three items and or anything that you find in any of the other hauling videos, feel free to click on it, and then we'll get it to you. But that being said, you guys have a fantastic day. It is Wednesday evening here, and like I said, I'm gonna go out here and grab some dashes, and on the gaming portion of the channel, your boy needs to kick in and get some stuff taken care of. That's also another video that I will get ready for you guys here probably within the next day or two to recap on that. So, but other than that, thank you guys for stopping by and watching, and we'll see you later.